Well, it is New Year's Day, and it is a super, super calm day. Hey, buddy. What you eating? Oh, you dropped it. Oh, your buddy snagged it. Anyway, New Year's Day, and we got a phenomenal looking day. I love that it's cloudy. I love that it's calm. And look at this guy. That's kind of old. Huh. Well, if anything, I'm going to start cleaning up the beach. Well, not too much yet, but I may have found an older wash. Just this little section. And my first two targets were on the older side. Not sure what this is, but it certainly looks quite ornate. I wish it was intact. Just picked up a nice piece of pottery chunk that I believe might be an old marmalade jar, because I see the London there. Maybe. Interesting little lead cap with a design on it, which, although may not be the most fantastic find in the world, but it's given me an age in this washout here, which is an area I love. It's rare that the water comes in this crystal clear. I'm not finding much today, but I do love the crystal clear water. Look at this guy. That's a great piece, that's old. All right, let's play how much is really there. By looking at it right now, I'm about 25%. Maybe 35%. Oh, that looks like 50. Oh my goodness. That's a 65%er. Look how cool that cup is. No markings.
Daylight savings time happen again?
I don't know. Well, we had a high tide. You can tell by some of the bigger things on the beach. What's that green light down there? Is that a boat? Oh, we had a little bit of wash. You want to go down the cool way, risky, or the simple way, nothing? You want to go there? Oh, I had to dig very deep under that big rock. But something did come up that was kind of interesting. Only because of the shape of it, it looks kind of badge-ish with the round section here and the cutoff here. I mean, whatever it is, it's in pretty bad shape. I don't know if there's any writing on that. There might be something right there. That's worthy of a quick rinse. Let me see if we can get you to the water. Just do a quick rinse. Spook the ducks away. It's been a nice crowd of people here today. It's got a good low tide. I hope they're all finding something. Yeah, there's definitely something written on there. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a badge. Can't get this off. But there's definitely something written there. New York, something badge there. Interesting. Took a little while digging out a really nice deep signal there, but it was worth it. That's a really old silver spoon. You can see the decorations on the handle. I might be able to pull out a maker's mark in the back there. That's a great find. And I think my twin brother is going to be starting to make his way down here because he's not getting much in the water. Well, right up along this wall, another good wash, and may have picked up the first ring of 2022. Now, it's not much of a ring, but there was a stone in there at one point. And I don't know, this may have been gold plated. A little mixture of something. And let's put Paul's little head inside the ring. Oh, there he is. First ring of the year. I'm down by a new nice area that obviously has a good wash to it. And my first clean signal is this old parking token. There's no date on it, but there is some history to that guy. Pretty cool token. I managed, after some back-breaking digging, so I tried to scoop this thing 6 or 7 times. It's got all the color. It's a nice little baby ring. Patty mats down the way, so I'll have to show them later. Beautiful day out. Got another ring to scoop. Broken. Looks brass. It had a jewel at one time. Look at almost the flakiness. Sure is brass. There he is, the man, the myth. Well, as you can see, we had a very fast moving tide today. This is the tide water moving out. We're 2 hours before low tide, and low tide is supposed to be -1, which should be really low. But we got a storm coming in. We should have already had 4 to 6 inches of snow on the ground. And as you can see, we're just starting to get a little dusting. Not even a sprinkle. Not even. Well, I'm going to try to maneuver around in this higher tide water. Well, the wind is picking up and it is starting to snow a little bit. Got this nice little tiny milk glass and a couple of cool pieces of pottery. But where this wash is coming through so strong, I'm going to see a lot of new things revealed, hopefully. It's a great wash. It's a heavy wash. You can see all the color in there. I can't really put my hands in the water. Decisions. Hope I find something good, and I hope I don't in the water. All right, with this tremendous wash, I'm better able to pick up a lot of pottery pieces with some really cool designs on it. But I also got this little piece, which looks like some beads, maybe potentially. I can't do a lot of cleaning here, so I'm packaging up a lot of this stuff and I'm taking it home. And I'll get a better look at it when I get there. Interesting little piece there, though. Okay, may have popped out my first one of the new year. Fell right out of this little clump I pulled down. Popped right out in front of my face. Remember I said it's always only one. They never hang out together. But that looks like a nice yellow swirl. Orange. Oh, that's a blessing. First one of the year. Well, I'm having a difficult time getting a lot of separate videos in because it's so cold out and windy. So I had to do a quick catch up. There's a brand new looking genuine mason jar, which I have not seen yet. I'm loving that. Got a couple cool pieces of pottery, some smaller bottles there. One might be a perfume, the other one has some cool design to it. And a porcelain lid that looks a little different than the ones I've been getting. So I'm gonna dig more here and see if I can get another clump of stuff out. As the temperature is still dropping and the tide is still moving pretty well. I'm not really sure what it is about the mason jars that makes them so appealing. The blue colored ones I absolutely love. It's just a hint of blue that sits into that glass. But I like the clear ones also. I think the last one I'm going to show you here is the oldest one I have. Not this one, this is the ideal. The one that has a row of bubbles in it. Now this is a really clean one. I like this one. I like the color. It's a bigger size one. But the next one I'm going to grab has some tremendous bubbles in it. So this one's got some real age to it. Look at the row of bubbles that come up on this side. Very, very cool. I've been starting to get a really good collection of some of the varieties of the companies that made the mason jars. And I like those too, especially this Drew. Yeah, that was a good one. And this one I found most recently, the Genuine. And this could possibly be my oldest one, the Lightning trademark jar. Well, I've been digging back in here for a while, and I only really got this cool perfume that just came out. I think it's going to clean up pretty cool. But it smelled like perfume when it popped out. Turns out this Prince Machiavelli perfume is the exact perfume that my grandmother used to use. Crazy how these things can still have the smell of perfume. Oh, it might have a little design on top. Funny little piece. Smell it? I couldn't exactly figure out what this tiny little plastic piece reminded me of. Then I got to my gym the other day and it looks just like a weightlifting plate. I'm not sure if you can tell just how beautiful the color of the water is today. It doesn't even look real. I hope the camera's picking it up a little bit, but that is crazy looking. Here's our entranceway. Tide is going out. It's about 2 hours before low tide. I'm hoping it's going to be a really nice pull out today. Look at all the stones that came out over there. It's interesting that it took so much of the sand there, but it didn't take anything right here. It's interesting. Gotta take a look in there though. Yeah, I just picked up a quick little buffalo nickel, but it's pretty beat up. I'll try this little wash line right here, which, oh, thank you, Catherine, you just commented. I'm above a dig line. Well, I wish it was in better shape, but that is a 1 cent Indian head penny, about 6 feet from where the buffalo picked up. I might be able to clean off a date on this thing. There's something there. I wouldn't normally show a piece of busted up spoon, but this thing's got a really nice design on it. There was definitely some time put into making this thing. There's some history there. Well, I left my spot that I was metal detecting because I don't have much time left. But a quick stop where I can do some fast searching in 45 minutes, looking at the wash areas, a nice view of the city. Oh, look at that. Look at how cold it stayed down there with the icicles. So we got this section over here is worthy a quick run through, but I want to get all the way down there and around the corner. And a quick shout out to my new friends that I saw over at the beach in Leonardo. Richie, his cousin, and his best friend. Thanks for all the kind words, brothers. It was nice meeting you. Well, just about to turn 50, and I cannot give up the temptation to do this. I thought that was going to be softer. I almost just took a header. Not smart. But I made it. I wanted to do a quick video of this rock sitting here because it is the main reason I actually came to this place ever and started searching for stuff. Looks like a big mess of stone, but look at what's buried. There's chain link there. There's some kind of brass bolt. Look at the fishing weight. That looks like something. There was a fishing weight there. Oh no. Well, thank goodness. I almost just spent the next 20 minutes digging this out, but there is a memorial penny stuck in there. This is as hard as it gets. I would have to have a sledgehammer to open this stuff up. But this stuff is floating around out in the ocean. Look at the knife coming out of there. It all got stuck in here because of the rust. It all connected together. Isn't that funny? There's a little penny sticking out of there. I'm glad a weedy, I might have been tempted. Anything, an Indian head, I might have to be lugging this thing home. It's crazy. Look at that. There's a fishing piece there. Some glass stuck in there. This thing's crazy. Brass bolts. Oh, look at that. That's a quarter, I think. Oh my gosh. Do I bang that out? Rats. That's a quarter. It looks silver. All right. Huh. That took me 1 second to bang out. It did not take me the last 10-15 minutes to bang around this till that got loose. It didn't. I'm being honest with you. Bink. That is a coin. You already know that. And that is a coin I'm going to take home to clean up. I'm pretty sure it's just a clad quarter. I'm not pretty sure. We'll see. Sometimes you just find an entire fishing reel up against the wall. Shakespeare. This beautiful cutout, unfortunately, begins to show that there was a lot of garbage dumped here. And I'm gonna have to do a separate trip and do just a garbage trip and pick up all this stuff because I can't carry it all out except for this awesome little golf tee. It's awfully long. I don't really know golf that well, but that seems like a very long tee. All right, we went from fishing to golf while I am mudlarking and metal detecting. Look at that piece right there. Bam. Holy moly. That is some cut. There's a little animal lair in there, maybe. All right. I gotta get back. I just knew I had to make one more pit stop. Look at this thing I just flipped over. That's got some awesome design on it. That's gonna clean up nice. Some kind of lid. And then I gotta dig out this milk bottle real fast. I don't even have my scooper. I'm gonna use something to dig that out. But I think that's a nice milk. All right, if you compare this to the other day, if you remember, I was here 2 hours before low tide and the water was really high and running hard. This is 2 hours before low tide again. And now what we have is very low tide, almost no water. But I can see all the mud that washed away and a lot more sitting on the bottom of this riverbank. So I got a lot of searching to do first here, and then I'll go to the edge to see what got washed away. I have a really good section of wash here, which generally, if I don't videotape, I find something. But since I'm videotaping, oh, this is kind of cool. A piece of pottery, some nice design on it. I'll keep that. I did see, there it is. That is a glass mason jar insert before they start making the porcelain ones. So I'm gonna dip my fingers to pull that one out. Because I think it's intact, yep. And it's some cool writing on it. Masons improved. Oh, there's a nice date on it. May 10th, 1870. Now that's the patented date, so it's obviously that's not the date this was made, but this is old. And it's got some really fine bubbles in there. Great piece, just sitting right there. What else can you give me today? Well, I knew I was going to pick out some interesting pieces today. Hi, buddies. And this one I've seen before. I pulled out a couple of these a couple months ago, all in one shot. But this is a little different. Some kind of lid, brass, because you can see the copper in there. And you can see the, oh, look at that. There's a glass bottom to it, though. That's cool. I'm not sure what it is. There's even water in there. Look at that. Interesting. There's some kind of valve there. I'm sure someone already knows what that is. But all I know right now is it's really cool. What's that sitting right there? No, it's plastic. Rubber. Okay, I might have to dig a little bit more here. Okay, we might have a coin. Now, I've said this before, it's very rare to find coins in here. I'm not sure why, because typical bottle dumps and garbage dumps from the 30s and 40s usually have a lot of coins. This may only be my third one. It's looking nickel size. Oh, no, it's penny size. It's a Wheatie in pretty decent shape. And that is a 54 Wheatie. I didn't even put it in there. Here we go. 1954. Right out of the water. 1 center. Well, with this kind of wash, I'm almost guaranteed a marble. I should be guaranteed many because there's so many here, but I never find more than just one. Look at that little piece right there. But here's a nice white and orange swirl. Oh yeah, look at that one. It's got a lot of nice orange in it. I'm almost gonna guarantee I find more than one. But that could be the kiss of death, because that's a pretty one. Well, you know how much I love the small, there's something right there. I keep getting distracted, the small perfume bottles, but you gotta remember they are elusive. They will show up under a lower, tiny layer of mud, because they're so tiny. And look at that cool one. Great little design to it. And something that looks like it might be a clock part. Well, I was still wondering if elusive was the proper word to use. I don't want to say I told you so, but here is number 2. Ah, blue and white. Nice. I got a little bit more time. Maybe one more marble. We're going to see this year if I can fill up the skull head with the marbles. There's an awful lot of marbles in there already, so filling this guy up by the end of the year is going to be quite a feat. It's not often you get a nice piece of yellow glass. Even though it's just a shard. Looks like it might have been a soap dish. I'm not sure. Well, so far in this really cool wash area, I mean, you can go through this section with a fine-tooth comb. I only so far pulled out this really cool lid. That's actually the second lid I pulled out today. I love these things, even though the handle, the little tip handle there is usually broken. I love tops, and I've got a good collection of these now, which maybe I'll throw in the video. This one's got a really cool shape to it. Maybe it's from a cookie jar. Well, once again, where you think you're going to find the most, you don't really find anything. And then I get a random bromo seltzer that I just pulled out of there. I didn't find it there. But a great little bromo seltzer, cobalt blue. Well, sometimes there's a theme. Come all the way down here, and I just plucked out another bromo seltzer. Just a bigger version of the one I just found. And I found that one way up there. Cool. I like this little cut right here because this is usually way underwater. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open here and hopefully find an older bottle. All right, on my way back, but I'm moving a little faster. I did catch this guy. Another little perfume with a cap on it. Funny, on the way back, when I start to haphazardly look, things start to pop up. What's this? Oh, look at that. That's a salt and pepper. Look at the designs on it. Oh, I gotta make sure when I clean this up, I don't wipe any of that off. How cool is that? I'm gonna say it's milk glass that they made this pepper shaker out of, and look at the designs. That might be my favorite find of the day. Excellent. And it looks pretty intact. I don't see any chips. I might have to put this guy into use. How great does this thing look all cleaned up? A lot of the darker spots I thought initially were mud, but it's all part of the design painted onto this piece. This might be a 2022 favorite. To think 12 hours ago I was in the mud finding treasures. A lot can change in 12 hours.